Hello guys, this is Bozai Guy, and I have hauled these very heavy boxes into my room. Anyways, I got these two boxes here.
So I felt the way I explained what I meant to say in the video was not very good, so here's a better explanation as to what this exactly is. So FEMA has a nice selection of emergency preparedness resources that they sent over to me, to my house, all of which can be downloaded or ordered for free at ready.gov/publications. These resources can be ordered in any quantity, making it useful for not only you, but also your community if you wish to distribute these printed resources. I also want to bring up that I am not being sponsored by FEMA in any way. The only thing they told me to do when I asked whether I could make a video on this was to say, hey, just let them know you can get some of these cool things at ready.gov/publications for free. And that's it. With all that out of the way, please enjoy the video, and hopefully some of the products might pique your interest.
Or things like that. I'm just doing an unboxing because I know a lot of us might be curious to see what's inside of these, and I'm definitely curious to see what's inside. So I guess I'm sharing some of my excitement with you. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside. Let's start off with the first box on the top. I'm going to take it off. Okay, so we have this smaller box right over here that we're going to go ahead and unbox. Going to get this out. Right over here. Probably shouldn't be using this, knowing that these might be paper-based materials, but it should be okay. These are packed quite a bit, so let's take a look and see what's inside of these. Okay. Alright. Oh, okay. So we got a nice little folder. For those of you who don't know, this is CERT, or your Community Emergency Response Team. I highly encourage that you guys look into joining a team. For those of you who are teenagers, there might be a youth CERT in your county, or whoever's in charge of administering CERT, but it's a great group of people. You learn a lot of emergency response strategies, and if you happen to get activated during some type of disaster, then you are part of the CERT team that helps out with things. Okay, so we have a Korean EFFAK. I can't remember what that is off the top of my head, but this is the Korean version, it appears. Let's take a look. Oh, got multiple copies of the same book. I think this has to do with financial preparedness, but here we go. Are you ready? Ooh, this is an interesting in-depth guide to citizen preparedness. This is sounds pretty cool. This, I think the EFFAK. Yeah, this is different. Okay, so this is actual preparedness. I think this would be a similar equivalent to Japan or Tokyo's. I'm sorry, the Tokyo government's. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but they built a gigantic preparedness manual, and that they distributed. So that's really cool. So we have this manual here. We have our Prepare with Pedro English. This is a preparedness coloring book and sort of thing for young children to use. So if you guys happen to have family members with young children and need to kind of give them a gift, I suppose this could be a good thing, or I'll just give them something to do. Prepare with Pedro is a pretty good tutorial coloring book. So we have quite a few copies of these right over here. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to distribute these or anything, but sounds cool. So, oh, and it also comes in Spanish too as well. Let me separate these. So we have Prepare with Pedro, as well with the Spanish version of this. I don't remember how many languages this comes in, but it comes with a lot of different languages. But yeah, so if you happen to be in a Spanish-speaking community, or if your family happens to be a Spanish-speaking, you can use this book as well. Cool. So let's put this there. Okay. The Emergency Financial First Aid Kit. This is this is in shrink wrap, which is interesting. It is for Emergency Financial First Aid Kit, so that's your EFAC, so that's what this is right over here. Strengthen your financial preparedness for disasters and emergencies. I will definitely say that when I first got into sort of emergency preparedness, I did not consider finance something that is actually tends to be underlooked, or I should say overlooked. Finance is something that you do need to be prepared for, and especially during disasters, lack of access to financial resources on the spot, in particular things like banks. So essentially this is having that preparedness so such that when a disaster happens to strike, then you are financially prepared for it, and it doesn't become finances doesn't actually become a burden. You actually have those emergency funds in order to do things like pay off certain expenses if you have to take care of them. I believe this might be the Braille version, which is why it's in shrink wrap. Let's go ahead and open this one. Okay. So this is the Braille version. So it is completely blank. So they do have accessible versions of these manuals out there. So if you happen to know someone who's blind, needs a financial first aid, one of these booklets, then these definitely come in a Braille format so that they are very accessible. This is fun fact, this is actually maybe the second time I've seen an actual Braille book. Whoops. The first one I saw was a National Geographic magazine from elementary school, and since then I've never seen a book that is entirely in Braille in person. So this is really cool to actually see that FEMA actually has a book for those who are visually impaired. So that's really, really cool. Okay. And that comes in its shrink wrap. Let's go ahead and set that aside. We got 1, 2, 4, and that here is it. And I believe this is the packing list. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, this is the packing list. So this is a lot of things right in here, and just packaging things. Okay, let's move on to the bigger box. Okay, so we have this very much larger box. Go ahead and open this one now. Come on, let's go. Okay. I don't think I did a very good job on that end, but that's all right. Okay, we'll just tear that off, I suppose. We'll do this. Try again. Okay. Let's try this. There we go. It's a little dangerous. Alrighty. All right. So. Okay, so we happen to have, can't remember what these are called off the top of my head, but these are, Family Emergency Communication Plan. This is in Vietnamese. This one happens to be in English. I'm not sure why this is folded. This one happens to be a wallet version of this, so if you need to have a communication plan on paper, then you can easily stick this in your wallet. It compacts very easily. Very nice to have. So we have multiple of these that you can stick on your fridge or put it on your wall somewhere. This is in Vietnamese. We have copies of these in, okay, this is the end of the Vietnamese set. We have some in Korean, right over here. So we got one of these here. Okie dokes. Alright. We have some of these in the Chinese simplified script. I think they do come in the the traditional script, I should say. I'm used to the traditional script for those of you who don't know, which is why I accidentally called it the regular script. So this is the simplified Chinese set. This is, I believe, the traditional Chinese set here. Yep, that's it. So some of these right over here, pretty cool. And then this one should be, I think, the Spanish set. Right over here. Pretty cool. We got all these, the wallet plans right over here. That's in English. These are all also in English. It's pretty cool. Looks like. Yeah. The wallet plans. Check this out. Let's see. What are these? It's a STEP, Student Tools for Emergency Planning Activity Book. This looks like it came out recently, actually, November 2020. We got a bunch of other activities. Ooh, writing journal. I don't know if some of my colleagues actually worked on this project, but this is actually kind of cool. It's pretty cool. It's actually a nice activity kit that you can have. Again, this is also for children, so you can happen to be a parent or happen to be someone who knows children. This is really nice to have. Okie doke. So this is our activity planning book for younger kids. It's a FEMA information pamphlet. It's nice. Publication number 1. Pretty cool. Okay, let's look here. We have Prepare with Pedro in the traditional Chinese script here. It's really nice. Cool. Okay. We've got 12 things to be prepared about, it looks like. It's in Spanish, though. Teen CERT Basic Training. This is similar to, this is one of the training books that they, the CERT team will use when they are having you learn about CERT stuff. So this looks to be a quick planning guide for preparedness and things like that. So it's a nice booklet that you can use. So yeah, one booklet. This is in Spanish. This looks to be the English versions right over here. So this one happens to be about insurance, it looks like. This one's in English. Talks a little bit about liabilities, things. We've also got the 12 ways to prepare. So cool. This one goes into insuring things. This one, this is the English version for emergency financial first aid kit. So it's got a whole thing for preparing financially. So here we go. Let me see if I can, let's take these out. Let's go ahead and take these out because these are a little bit smaller. Let me see where the end of this is. So we got these little fact sheets. Be prepared for an actual active shooter. I haven't seen this before, but it came out in August 2020. That's probably why I didn't see these prints before. It looks like it comes with a bunch of other things. You got active shooter. We have avalanche. Oh, I see. So this is all listed in alphabetical order. It's a notepad sort of thing. Oh, that's really cool. So we got a nuclear explosion, power outage. So for everything from A to Z, they have something. Tsunami, volcano. I got winter storm. I don't think that's the last thing. So I guess your alphabetically ordered how to be prepared sort of notepad guide. That's really fun. We happen to have a fact sheet about alerts and warnings. This one looks to be about the emergency alert system, IPAWS, the Integrated Public Alert and Warning System. So it's a fact pamphlet for this. It's really cool. It's pretty cool. All right. This is the Ready to Help game. I don't know what happened to this print. Kind of got destroyed, but okay. This is the Ready to Help manual. This is a card game that FEMA developed just for encouraging preparedness among younger children again. So this is one of the many resources that you can use to prepare your children or younger people in your communities. So it's really cool. So it's your companion book, which explains all the rules and things like that. Okay. All right, you got the eFacts. I talked about that. These are the English versions. Dang, they sent me a lot of stuff. All right, this is the eFacts, but in Vietnamese. Right over here. Pretty cool. Alrighty. This one, I think this is the preparedness manual in Spanish. I'm not quite sure. I think this is the preparedness manual. Let me see if I can find the English version in the pile of stuff I put. Okay, so we got this. I'm not 100% sure what this is, but it looks like this is another preparedness manual for something. Not 100% sure, but it's pretty cool. Oh, look, it even tells you how to secure your cabinets. Really nifty. So here we have our 12 ways to prepare pamphlet thing. A note card, or not really note card, but like something you can hang up on your fridge if you want. So here is our CERT Basic Training Manual. Oh, this is loose leaf. Okay. So this is a loose leaf version of our CERT Basic Training Manual. That would be the adult version of, let me see, this. So this is the participant workbook. This is the actual manual that you will have to go off of if you were to take a CERT course. Korean version of Prepare with Pedro. As I said before, we have a, FEMA has a lot of things, of resources in a lot of different languages. Prepare with Pedro is one of the few resources that I can think of at the moment that has this in all sorts of languages. So, cool. EFAC in large print, very large print. So for those who can't read small print, we got a version for large print. Okay. So we got this, the EFAC again. All right. I'm not sure what these are. This is in Vietnamese. This is the information about the emergency alert system that the U.S. uses in Vietnamese. This one is in. All right. Let me set this down here. This is one in the. Let me see. The simplified script. Chinese. Let's see, I don't know if they make a traditional script for this one. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see, maybe. So this is in the simplified Chinese script. This one is in Korean. It's a nice fact sheet for this. And this one happens to be in Spanish. Cool. And this one's also in Vietnamese. Oh, this is a different resource. Put this down. I think this is about insurance? No. I think this might be about important documents. It looks like. Not 100% sure. Yeah, yes, it is about important documents. So this one's in Spanish. This one is in Korean. Let's see. Now these fact sheets are in Korean. Pretty cool. This one happens to be. Oh, this happens to be in the traditional. Some of these look like. I'm trying to figure out which ones are. I have to read through a little bit. This is the traditional. Yeah. So this is the things about insurance and your identity stuff. Can't remember. Documents, important documents, things like that. This is the simplified, and this is in the traditional script. Cool. Got these. All right. Aha, here we go. This is the same information I will suspect in the traditional script. The one about the how to get warnings in traditional Chinese script. Cool. All right, we got Prepare with Pedro again. Let me see. There we go. Prepare with Pedro in Vietnamese. Cool. Put that there. Aha. 12 ways to get prepared in the traditional Chinese script. Looking through. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. 12 things to get prepared. Traditional Chinese and in English as well. I got this. Got this in Korean. It's also in Korean. Cool. Korean and English. Wow, this is a lot of stuff. This happens to be another set of workbooks, I think. Let me get up on my knees and check this out. So this seems to be another set of pamphlet workbooks. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, this one happens to be, I can't 100%. This is about the insurance. So this one is the insurance in the, trying to figure out, yeah, this is the traditional Chinese script, so insurance information. This one will be in simplified. right over here. So it's almost the same thing. Well, content-wise, it is the same thing. This one is the 12 ways to get prepared in the simplified Chinese script. This one happens to be in Vietnamese. Right over here. Cool. And let's see. This one seems to be about insurance again. Alright, so we got these information fact sheets in Korean. This one is in Vietnamese. And here is your preparedness pamphlet workbook in the traditional Chinese script. There you go. So the traditional Chinese script version of the preparedness pamphlet, as well as some in the simplified Chinese script. If I can separate all these out. There we go. Cool. And we've got a fact sheet here. So, got these. Pretty cool. Alrighty. Let's do this first. Not sure what this is. I think this might be the same. Yes, this is a copy of the preparedness. These look to be related with each other. I'm not sure if this has to do with CERT. But I think they go together. So we're going to put these two books together. Okay. I got another preparedness activity sheet, sort of pamphlet again in the Korean. It's interesting. We got a fact sheet here from ICPD. It looks like a CERT fact sheet right over here. Ah, yeah. Got some full courses. Cool. So it's a fact sheet about CERT, so if you guys are interested, I might be able to I can't really distribute it, but okay, what are these books right over here? Okay, so this is EFAC in Spanish. In English. Not sure what the second part of the subtitle is supposed to be, but cool. Nice set of books here. Oh. That is weird. This should have a novel. I think this should have been attached with the notebook with all the different emergencies you can be prepared for. So, or this might be an addition to it later. Not 100% sure, but this should go with the clipboard thing, notepads. Right, so we have EFAC in the simplified Chinese script. I don't know if this comes with a traditional version. It probably does. So, EFAC for simplified Chinese readers. This one is your student STEP. So, which book was this? It was these set of books right over here. So these STEP books. So this is a student activity book. This is the book for instructors. So for those of you who want to do, I guess if you're an educator wanting to do one of these STEP activity books, you are not going to be left alone. You have this actual thing for people who want to do this, perhaps in a group setting. So you won't, again, they provide quite a bit of resources. I haven't actually looked into this before, but it's really, really cool. Okay, so we got quite a few copies of these. Here we have another set of, here's another set of EFAC in the traditional Chinese script. This is different, so keep that in for a minute because I think there are more. So this is for teachers. Okay, this is insurance information in Spanish. Prepare with Pedro in the simplified Chinese script. Right over here. Alrighty. preparedness worksheet thing in Vietnamese. And then we have EFAC in the traditional Chinese script. Same as this book. I'm not sure how it got shifted out, but it's alright. Alright, that is the end of this box. My entire room, I guess I'll show it to you guys briefly, is covered in books right now. So very special thank you to FEMA for sending this. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be told what exactly to do about this. I know it looks like a tornado went through this entire pile and messed it up, but I promise I'm more organized than this. We also got the STEP program stuff, the guides in Spanish, as well as the EFAC kits in Braille. So yeah, thanks to FEMA again for sending me that package of stuff, rather unannounced. Again, this video isn't sponsored or endorsed or anything like that. I'm just doing it as a fun thing, but also to kind of let you guys know, FEMA literally has an arsenal of resources for you to be prepared for a lot of different things. So if you need something in print, then by all means, go ahead and reach out or go on their website. I'm pretty sure there are online PDF versions of these documents that you can look up. But otherwise, I think these resources are free. So I don't think you need to pay for anything, from my understanding, but I could be wrong about that. I have no idea. It's been a while since I've been on the website to look into this sort of thing. But other than that, again, they have a lot of resources. Feel free to use them to your heart's content. And yeah, so this pretty much wraps up the unboxing video. It was pretty fun to unbox all of these really cool things and to kind of showcase to you guys what they have to offer. All right, well, I shall see you guys later. Thank you for watching, and time to clean this up. Bye-bye now.